Hey collectors! Here is a look at the build a figure Condiment King, but we won't be touching with the other figures included with this wave because most of these figures were already released by DC Collectibles, and we will just be concentrating on the Condiment King himself. And I would like to thank Hobby Corner for this. Link in the description below. Check them out. Each of the figures in this wave contains parts for seeking. It's too long to say condiments, so I'll just be abbreviating it to seeking. And you have to buy all of them for you to be able to build the figure, which is what the selling point of this wave, besides the cell shading Mcfarlane did for the reissue of this DC Collectibles line for the Batman animated series. At the back of each box, you can see the parts included with the figure and the instruction on how to assemble seeking, plus the characters that comes with the parts of seeking for this wave. Here are all the figures out of the box in their plastic tray, starting with Scarecrow, Mr. Freeze at the back, Batman with the new head sculpt, probably designed by Mcfarlane, and Robin. Now, to remove each of the parts for seeking, you have to cut off the plastic strap that secures it in the tray. And out of the plastic trays, here are the parts that you need to build Condiment King. The upper body, the arms, his backpack, and his lower extremities. Now, each of these, you will just have to peg into the holes. And after that, you will have a complete figure of Condiment King. The peg on the shoulder and the peg hole is a little bit too tight. So I suggest you heat it up and don't force this part to be inserted here because you might break it. The feel of the plastic is a little bit brittle, and I don't suggest you using too much force assembling the figure. And here is Condiment King, fully assembled. And the figure sports the same articulation like all the other Batman, the animated line figures, and he stands below 6.5 inches tall. And here is what the back part of Condiment King looks like. There are two peg holes at his back for the backpack that you will have to put on. The figure has the basic articulation like all the other figures in the Batman the animated line. But that cell shading that Mcfarlane did really puts me off with this figure because it looks dirty and out of place. Now, he can support an action pose, but I don't again suggest you leaving him on this kind of display because he would surely fall down. Without the backpack, his torso is much heavier than the usual figures released for the Batman animated line. Since this figure is designed now, probably by Mcfarlane Toys and no longer under DC Collectibles, Condiment King is too tall and too wide for the character. And as you can see, compared to the ones released by DC Collectibles for the Batman line, he almost is as tall as both of these hulking figures. I hope in the future, Mcfarlane Toys would be making Kite Man to rival Condiment King and stop with this cell shading. And for other size comparison, here he is with the Justice League Superman from Mafex and Kid Krillin from Dragon Ball by SH Figuarts. With Batman from the Expression Pack from the Batman animated line by DC Collectibles, and the 1989 Michael Keaton Batman from the Ultimate Movie Collection by Mcfarlane Toys. With Windhammer from Silverhawks cartoon series by Super 7, and Slash from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon series by Neca. And finally, with the other figures in his wave, Scarecrow, Batman, Robin, and Mr. Freeze from the company who is still stuck in the 90s with his old toy gimmicks and sculpted soft plastic cape Mcfarlane toys. And with that, thank you all for watching and see you all again next video.